So the movie begins with Los Angeles City, where a drone is delivering a package. Here we see a boy named Mateo going to his job. That's when her digital assistant Eve tells her that your bus is going to be late. That's why you have to take another route, and Mateo also agrees to him. Just then an urgent message comes on his phone, in which it is written that soon you will be arrested. And before Mateo could understand anything, a police drone comes in front of him and confirms his identity and says that you have to wear these handcuffs and come with me. Mateo explains to him that I have not committed any such crime, but that drone doesn't listen to him and threatens to use his taser gun. Some other people start recording his video, and Mateo has to obey him even if he doesn't want to. He asks Eve to send a message to his friend so that he can do his work shift, and shows the drone he's ready to move. Next we see him in a corporate prison called Karate Corp, where a voice tells him to put his belongings in a tray. Mateo was still unable to understand anything, and he requests them that I want to talk to a real human being, but there is no one there to listen to him. After that, he keeps his belongings in that tray and they give him new clothes to wear in the prison. Then a voice tells him to go to cell no C14, and the door locks. As soon as he enters here, he sees a touchscreen in front which tells him that here we will make you a good person, and tells him to put his handcuffs in a hole. Mateo follows her instructions and sees that he also has the option to upgrade his cell, for which he has to pay extra. But Mateo just wanted to talk to a lawyer, and hearing this the screen shows him some options. Mateo selects a lawyer named Lima among them, who has a higher rating than the other lawyers, and is very confident in his skills. Mateo is also very impressed with him, but sees that his fee is $10,000. Then he sees a public defender's sign on the screen which is absolutely free from the company's side, and he selects him for his case. Screen starts downloading Defender, and he finds out that it is a kind of virtual lawyer who tells him that your chances of getting punished are very high, and for this you can be jailed for 45 to 47 years. Mateo asks him about his crime, but the defender does not pay any attention to his question, and says that if you confess your crime then your sentence will be reduced by 80%, you will go to jail only for 5 to 7 years. Mateo once again asks him about his crime, but the defender was fixed on only one thing, that Mateo should quickly plead guilty. Mateo tries to make him understand that I did not do any such crime, but the defender does not pay any attention to his words, and it seems as if he is just posting pre-recorded messages. Then after a deep thought, Mateo asks him to tell the details of his case, but the only thing defender says, it will take 90 days for your trial to be ready. And Mateo gets frustrated after hearing this. He asks him to get some real person to talk, and sees that the screen is giving him the option to call. He immediately asks to speak to the police chief of the city and accepts their terms and conditions without reading it. Soon his call gets connected, but the IVR system asks him to hold on for a while as the agents are busy. While waiting, Mateo lies down on his bed, and after that his eyes open with the sound of a buzzer. As he fell asleep while laying, then his eyes go to the screen, where it is written that your call has been disconnected due to low balance, and he is very surprised to see this dot. He asks the screen what it means and is told that the price of this call was $3 per minute, and you have used this for a total of 114 minutes. Mateo says, why didn't you tell me this thing earlier? And then the screen shows him the page with his terms and conditions, which he had accepted without reading it. Mateo sees that all the balance in his bank account is gone, and this makes him very angry as it has exhausted all his savings. Thinking it is a nightmare, he tries to bring himself to his senses, but sees that all this is absolutely real and he does not understand how he will be able to get out of this problem. Now distraught, he lies back on his bed where the system asks him that if you are feeling sleepy then I can switch off this light, but for this your balance is too low. Next he sees a commercial on the screen which is about a company named Homemade, and they teach the prisoners to make different things from yarn, by which the prisoners can earn some money for themselves. Mateo also knows that he has nothing to do, and accepts the offer of Homemade. After this, he is given a box which has a sewing stick along the yarn, and he starts learning that work by reading from the instruction booklet. Next, we see his daily routine where, along with struggling, he has also learned the work given by Homemade. Due to this, his account balance also starts increasing slowly, and Mateo ordered good food with this money. Similarly, a few more days pass and he sees that his account balance is now $5 as he wanted, he uses it to call his mother, who asks him, where were you missing for so many days? And your phone is also switch off. But Mateo's attention was on his account balance, which is slowly going down, and he tells his mother that I am in a jail at the moment. While I did not make any such mistake. Hearing this, his mother gets upset, and Mateo says that I don't have any time right now because it costs money to talk here. Then his father also comes on the call and starts asking different questions to Mateo. After hearing that he is in jail, Mateo sees that there are only $2 left in the account, and frantically he asks them to listen. His dad tells him to lower his tone, to which Mateo says, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have talked to you like that, but believe me, I am in big trouble, and I need $10,000 to get out of this so that I can hire a lawyer for myself. His parents were shocked after hearing the amount, and Mateo explains to them that this is a life-death situation for me, and slowly I will return your money. But before his parents could say anything, his call gets disconnected due to low balance, and Mateo feels that his hard work has been wasted. Just then that auto defender comes on the screen and says that you can still plead guilty. Mateo gets very angry on hearing this. Next we see that he is trying to mold himself in this new life, because he has understood that now he can never get out of here and no one is going to help him. Similarly, one day he was busy with his work and does not even notice that his mother has transferred those $10K. He has also made a toy for himself so that he can share his feelings with him, because anyway there is no one here to listen to him, and he have not seen a human being for a long time. Then suddenly that police drone comes and says that now you have to choose an option of trial. Mateo says that he has 90 days before trial, and only then he hears the defender's voice, which tells him that your trial is ready and you have to choose one option between guilty and not guilty. He once again asks him to plead guilty so that his prison sentence can be reduced, and Mateo does not understand what he should do in this situation. He gets mentally tortured by drone and defender that you have absolutely no time, and we need to know your options quickly. Mateo's eyes go to the screen where pleading guilty will reduce his sentence, and he gets ready to accept this offer. Then the defender tells him that it means that you are confessing your crime, and whatever punishment you will get for this, you will have to accept it, which you cannot turn back later. Mateo also has no other option, and the defender asks him to confirm his choice again. Just then, Mateo's eyes go to the menu where there is an unread message for him, and on checking it he sees that his mother has transferred the money. This makes him very happy, as he can now finally get a lawyer for himself, and he tells the defender that I want to plead myself not guilty. The drone records his choice, but the defender says you should probably think again, and Mateo tells him to keep his mouth shut and hire that lawyer named Lima, with whom he is going on a video call. After a long time, he sees the face of a real person and asks him what is going on. Lima doesn't look at him even once and says that I have read your entire file, and frankly speaking I don't think you can escape from this punishment. He also asks him to plead guilty, on which Mateo says that he had not committed any such crime. Then Lima looks at him for the first time in shock. He sees his face and tablet again and says that this time also these people have picked up the wrong person. Mateo gets a little nervous, and Lima tells him to wait here for a while and disconnects the call. Saying this, Mateo feels that, like call rates, he has made a mistake in reading the terms and conditions, and leaves a message on the wall that we should always read the fine prints. Then he gets upset and lies down on his bed, and only then he hears the system tells him that we hope you have enjoyed your stay, and now you can go out of this cell. Mateo cannot believe his eyes, and he quickly comes out of that cell. There he picks up his belongings and his cell phone, on which there are many messages. It is learned that his boss has fired him, and the money that his mother had sent was taken by her on a loan from the bank. Here he also finds a brochure of homemade company that offers jobs to all the prisoners released from jail, and they have offered the same to Mateo. Finally, Mateo comes out of that detention center, and with this our movie ends.